I feel warm, I feel good on my insides, my outsides too. So tonight we are going to pick the Bowery Slam Team members, going to Georgia this summer to represent us at the National Poetry Slam. Only the top 5 poets could make this team. We're picking judges. Would you like to be a judge? Yeah, cool. So could all the slammers please follow me real quick? Y'all are gonna pick for your order. This will be your order for the first round. Know that every word you wrote is important, no matter what the scores say, because scores ain't shit.
They say just trust them, but trust is the right to remain silent even when the batons provoke us. Trust is calling 911 for 911. Trust is us silly niggas thinking we entitled to shit like old age. They say, why can't y'all just get over that Trayvon shit?
8.3, 9.3, and a 9.5. So judges, you'll be judging on a scale of 0 to a 10. 0 is taking a shit, but Donald Trump comes out in the toilet instead. A 10 is being Beyonce's golden leotard. Give it up for Noel.
Maritza told me that she heard from Chucha, who heard from Violeni, who told Esmeralda that you said my house is dirty, Nene. Dirty.
We have a 6.1, 7.8. Audience, tell the judges how you feel. Say some things from your seat, but nothing rude. Please give it up for Timothy DeWine.
Be about your Blackish church. Be about the stained glass we forge and our colors. Be about the God that dump walks on the walls. Be about your game.
There's a whole chair in the air. 9.9 out of 10. Woo!
All of this is just sound. I never said this was jazz. You know how sometimes you gotta break a song so that other songs can fall out of them?
You told me to call you when you was down the block so no one will catch me waiting outside your apartment too long. You had a rep to maintain, right? Can't be seen with a girl with a body like a house. Give it up for your 2016 Bowery Slam Team.
How are you? Yo, I'm happy to see you.
Hi, I'm Lauren. I think we should start.
Yeah.
Sound good to you?
Over 100 poets competed for the Bowery Slam Team. The top 5 made it, and we are gonna spend the next months preparing for the National Poetry Slam in Atlanta, Georgia.
Okay. Nice to meet you all. My name is Lauren. What I hope to get out of this space is a bunch of new poems, some really awesome relationships, and some work that we can be proud of together after deciding what that means.
My name is John. I've been on a few slam teams. This is my first time participating in a coaching capacity.
Nationals is a big competition.
It is representative of some opportunities that are worth wanting.
Winning the national title, it opens up doors for book deals, teaching gigs, tours. Also, you get to use that opportunity to say what you want to the largest audience possible.
We have a lot to do. This is the summer to boldly walk into a subject that feels difficult to approach. It would be great to have everybody bring a first draft of a new poem to our next meeting.
We make it a final stage. Final stage is a statement, right?
Yes.
So like, what are we saying?
Yes.
Like, and I keep trying to like envision like, what are we saying?
Anything else?
black is always a combination of death and audacity, dangerous for all of the reasons it is beautiful. When you are killed for how you look, self-hatred starts to seem like a survival tactic, but you can't burn your reflection without breathing in the smoke. The messages in slam are necessary. These past few years have been very traumatic. The police killings of unarmed black men have not stopped. I believe we are being hunted. I could literally, just have a couple beers, step out into the night, and with the right circumstances, scared cop, I can be killed, and the entire world will say that I deserved it without knowing who I am. I'm writing as a form of activism. I want to not only do great work, I want to do good work.
All right, let's hear it. We know it's not perfect.
I don't even smoke, but I found myself trying to kiss a cloud for her. I don't do this often. I say in between the touch and go of our mouths. I don't do this often.
But I can hear the breathing of the man in the urinal next to us. His breathing different than ours, his labored in a different sort of way. What is poetic about a boy child meeting foreskin for the first time in his local movie theater bathroom stall furthest away from the door? I don't do this very often, that's it.
Okay.
Love it.
I have a question about often. Because I feel like I don't do this often is relative. You know what I mean? I think there's some room to push into often a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, what do you do often? I don't think I've ever finished a poem. I think there's always another question to ask. I'm interested in honesty. What can I do with 3 minutes, 10 seconds, a couple of mics, and a bare stage? Take out a piece of paper or something that you write with or on, however that is.
We should all hit nationals with the 4 or 5 poems that we really want to be saying in front of people.
I've known Tim since 2010. We met through doing youth poetry together, and we just instantly became great friends. Now he lives in my basement, which is awesome.
Can you open this?
You don't have no nails.
You're right.
Tim's one of my favorite people, but also one of my favorite writers. I'm really excited that we're in this together. There's a pan in there if you wanna.
In here?
Yeah, there's lasagna in it. I have to throw it out.
That lasagna you made back in the day?
It wasn't back in the day.
That was a while ago, friend. I remember you made it. It looked like it used to be good.
No, don't eat it. Don't eat it.
No. My goal is for us to win. Right now, I'm fiery and I have all this art in me. I'm trying my best to be an artist 24/7. But the only way to be out here and to be an artist is just win competitions. So I decided to do what I need to do to win. I'm trying to find the pieces that are just nasty. You know, hitting that sweet spot.
So my white friend invites me to this party, 1865 to RSVP, everyone free with a black friend, and she had on a Black Lives Matter shirt cut into a crop top, and I'm sure it still means something, Black lives cut short.
Honestly, a part of me questions if it's really a party or just a place where all the white people go when they want to feel like they're on National Geographic. Anyway, so I walk to the kitchen, right? And this white gay begins to tell me about how he only drinks dark liquor and suggests we hang sometimes. And frankly, I always get tongue-tied while talking about nooses, so I make my way towards the dance floor, the living room, a Brooklyn block party, but more like modern-day Brooklyn, where there's white people, a lot of them, and that's it. One idea that me and Joel was talking about was like having a poem where like we finish each other's lines and continue going. So if you go, so my white friend invites me to this party and I could go, honestly, it probably be questions if it's really a party or just a place where da-da-da.
I think as well, I'm not sure if these were written about the same party, but if it's two different parties, it can be the same party.
Yeah. Word.
Yeah. Like y'all walk in at different times or on different sides, and how y'all get to each other. It's the journey too, right?
It's kind of an archetype of a party where there are very few black people, you know what I mean? And so you have to personalize it. The poem lives in your personal space, and your personal space is a reflection of the bigger space, right?
Whew. Maybe we should take a deep breath. Does anybody need to
What time is it?
probably close to noon.
Let's walk around the block.
Yeah, let's go for a walk.
Yeah. Eastern
Walk around the
Parkway
block.
is right there, right?
I really care about the members of this team being able to tell the stories that are important and urgent and imperative to them. And as a straight white man, it's important for me to grapple with and understand both what I represent in the world and what my identities bring into a room. You don't want to be paralyzed by that awareness. If you walk into a room and think, I'm white, the opposite of that is like, you're black. My job is to be myself, to accept the limitations of my view, to forgive those limitations in the moment, and to ultimately deliver my presence and my honesty. Dude, okay. I was getting this picture of Miles Davis, and then I felt like the form was complicating his story. Is that helpful? I know to go back to the drawing board.
No. I welcome it. I wanted to
I know, you fucking love the drawing board, dude. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Of course.
The way Miles Davis tells it, whether dealing with his music or his women, all he needs to do is put aside the past. I'm working on this piece about Miles Davis's voice, which was extremely raspy. He got into an argument where he was screaming and shouting so much that he permanently damaged his vocal cords. He was a very quick-tempered person. Nobody is their artistry 24/7. People are not just what they present on stage. The poem is about really getting to the root of people. It was always like you to make your horn a surgery, to pass your whispers through that tight gold channel. Outside of the concerts where your enigma could bloom, you were not the epitome of cool. You were simply the president of your temper. This man who used to spit out black-eyed peas to strengthen his tongue. This man who shouted so hard while recovering from vocal surgery, he threw his throat away. And I have to continue.
I don't know. I think it would be a shame if the poem were about Miles Davis and not about you. This is for all of you. Every time a poem comes here and it doesn't have something where I see the poet making a courageous move, then I'm gonna be like, where are you?
I know like a handful of slam poets who just like, I just do this for, you know, myself to share my emotions or whatever. I'm like, that's an open mic. In slam, you need the emotional center that anchors your piece, but then you also need the things that you know slam audiences are going to enjoy or are going to react to. It's a give and take. You're putting on a show. Nene, when are you gonna cut your hair? You know we left the Bronx for a reason, and now you wanna look like them. Next thing you know, you'll have cornrows, and if you ever get cornrows, I'll never speak your name in this house again.
Who's that?
Nene is my grandmother, and cornrows is my mom.
Okay, so let's see that. Let's go from grandma to mom and do it in your body and in your voice. Show me in your body what your grandma might stand like.
Like hunched.
Okay, hunch. Okay, now say her line.
Nene, when are you gonna cut your hair? You know we left the Bronx for a reason.
So now let me see your mom.
What we tell you about stealing, next thing you know, you have cornrows. And if you ever have cornrows, I'll never speak your name in this house again.
Go from the top of the poem and just try to implement those changes.
The poem is gonna live and die on your ability to change entire personality, intention, momentum, every line.
Perdóname, is this enough to barter for that American tongue? I heard you like the way it speaks English. I tried to steal it once, but my family got there first, Nene. When you gonna cut your hair? You know we left the Bronx for a reason, and now you wanna look like them. What I tell you about stealing? Next thing you know, you have cornrows, and if you ever get cornrows, I'll never speak your name in this house again. Of course I know Puerto Ricans come from Africa. I know that. That's why I framed the history of our last name on the wall. Isn't it beautiful and bleached and half a bloodbath's amnesia? Remember how important it is to know all of your history? Heard you calling yourself Afro-Latino now. How's that working out for you? I mean, I'm just confused. I don't know where all this black stuff came from. Yo, you can say the N-word as long as you say it with a Spanish accent. Oh my God. I love it when you speak Spanish to me. Please speak Spanish to me. Well, I'm not fluent, I'm still learning. There's just a sentence or a word. My friends call you my Latin lover. That's okay with you, right? Every day since we've been together, I ask myself, where did you come from? Where did you come from? Where did you come from? You should go back to where you came from. You ever been baffled by your own Spanglish? How hard it is to be a smudge shade instead of a real color? Real, what? No, what did you say? Are you trying to tell me something? Are you trying to communicate with me? The first word of your poem was in Spanish. So I tuned you out.
That was great.
Beautiful work today, dude.
City leaders are urging patience this morning after another cop was acquitted in connection with the death of Freddie Gray. Gray suffered a fatal spinal injury while riding in the back of a police van last year, sparking riots.
If we do not say nothing or put this under our feet now, it will get worse.
What is this body if not every black? If not every code bed? If not every missed call? Yes, that was my hand turning the doorknob to my front door, but I'm smart enough to know that my fingerprints can be found anywhere, if and when necessary, with enough probable cause, during the right time of day, during the wrong time of month, when quotas are high and patience is low. An hour ago, I saw a man get his tooth knocked right out of his mouth. His fucking tooth, fully grown, now gone from its home, and I could bring myself to mourn had the tooth not been white.
Okay, so what are you trying to say about trauma? Like, I need new poems to be generated from a place of question rather than from a place of answer, which is the difference between writing a political poem, right? A political poem, we already know what our ideas are. We know what we need to say, we know what the message is, but a poem that teaches us something about ourselves, that's where we're trying to push you guys into.
It's different from like what I think what the slam parameters are. In slam, like, it's an easy formula. Do like a political like statement, relevant as far as like what's happening in pop culture. That's the shit that wins.
I don't know. I think writing poems about police brutality is easy. You have to be as curious about yourself as you are about the world, you know what I mean? And as aware of your patterns as you are about the world.
I know how to slam. I'm good at playing audiences. It's all a game, you know? If you want to win slam, cry or scream.
Please clap it up for your last poet, Timothy DeWine.
So he called me a faggot, as if he ain't never seen a bundle of twigs burn before. As if he ain't never light a cigarette. As if he ain't never had one in his mouth. As if he ain't never fucked in a bedroom filled with smoke. As if cocksucker were ever an insult. As if I ever been ashamed of what goes in and out of this throat. As if I ever let a nigga police this spit like that one nigga. That white nigga who's still a nigga who said I say nigga too much. Who said nigga makes me look dumb, as if nigga wasn't sitting in the same room as us. As if nigga wasn't there when we fucked. As if nigga wasn't the reason I took so long to come. As if nigga doesn't protect me from giving myself too easy to white meat. That is to say, if faggot is a flame, the nigga is a candlewick. Ha! Nigga is a stove top. Ha! Nigga's a trail of gasoline leading to your dick. The nigga is the bed you sleep in. The nigga is the apartment you rent. The nigga is a building. That is to say, I am all of these things. That is to say, I'm a man on fire, filled with stories and white boys who criticize how I speak as if I ever gave a damn about a white gaze. As if I sculpted my tongue into a rapper's hymnal by accident. Like, you ain't know? Faggots be the mouth I eat with, like, you ain't know? Niggas be the way I chew my food, like, you ain't know that I stay full, that I stay bulging out the waist, taking up space like I'm supposed to, like, you ain't know not to come for me. Be it in the streets, be it in the back alley, be it in the motherfucking club, like, you ain't know I will kill a nigga over this body and call it a key, like you ain't know. Oh, you ain't know? Well, honey, you better ask somebody. Thank you.
All right. Scores, please. 9.7, 9.8, a 10, a 10, and a 10. That's my best friend, y'all.
We're just gonna huddle up real quick. I think we're in a really beautiful spot, and we're gonna see everybody tomorrow, right?
Yeah. Tomorrow is the Boston Regional.
All over the country right now, all of these different teams are preparing for the National Poetry Slam.
We still going to church, still gonna claim this white man's religion. Once used to enslave us.
It needs to be seamless. It needs to keep going. Don't be the bad cheerleader squad.
This show is going to give you a taste of what's going to go on at the National Poetry Slam.
Each team is required to compete in one regional, a slam that follows the national structure and rules. We have one in Boston
The Boston Slam is a damn hard one. It's really competitive. When we get there, we'll have a better glimpse of where we stand.
All 5 of us are veteran slammers. We should put our strongest foot forward.
Okay. So, my white friend invites me to this party,
right.
1865 to RSVP, or Free with a Black Friend. They all had on Black Lives Matter shirts cut into crop tops. You know, Black Lives cut short.
Make my way towards the dance floor, lit, where the living room was turned into a Brooklyn block party, but like modern day Brooklyn,
Where there's white people,
but like a lot of them.
I made my way to the attic where no one can see me, but this black kid, he tells me there's a hashtag on your back.
I see an 8.5, another 8.5, a 9.6. I see a 9.7. Let's go. Cross slam, who you sending up? Groupie! Show some love for our groupie!
I began to believe I was Boyd himself. I learned all of his keys out of space in my voice. You handled my side. Straight in my side, even out of the spotlight. This body, it was not to act like well. The audience is always watching.
I see a 9.8. I see a 9.9. I see a 10. Give me the Simon says. Simon says smile. Simon says show us your teeth. Now wait, why are you waiting? Simon says if you can't handle this classroom, how will you handle your Jefferson? A 9.4, 9.8. Bowery, who you sending up?
There's always a timer when I release this tongue. I can't even pronounce my name without a stranger examining the air it took to learn it.
7.9, 7.9.
To never become my father. A toxic masculinity, afraid of what I am, so it tells me what I am. So I become what I am. Masculinity so fragile, consumes everything it fears, forgets to sit out the bowl.
Another 9.7. I see a 9.8, 10, and another 10. Bowery, who you sending up? Mega! Show some love for Mega!
Come on, Mega.
An unauthorized biography of Miles Davis's voice. It was always like you to make your horn a surgery. Even when you refused to perform your old classics, you never refused the chance to turn the face of your romance into a kind of blue. You were not the epitome of cool. You were simply the president of your temper.
I see a 7.0, 7.3, 7.5, 7.9, and I see another 7.9. There are numbers, and we're not supposed to care, but God damn it, it means the world to us. So, coming in first place, Brooklyn. In second place, House Slam. Coming in third place, Frog Slam. Coming in fourth place, Bowery.
I don't know.
It's okay to be upset about it. I honestly...
I'm not really upset. I'm just like, I'm still losing.
It's gonna be fine.
Word.
Like, it's gonna be fine.
Nigga.
That room wanted to hear some rowdy shit.
Yeah.
And when they heard that rowdy shit, that's what they went up for. That's what works in slam, right? Whether you like it or not, that's what works. You gotta have the lines that hit, and you also have to have that, you know, punch in the performance.
You want me to be a performance drill sergeant? Oh, I can do that. But we should talk about what the goal is.
Right.
Which is whether or not you want to write good poems or you want to win slams.
But what does that mean?
It means that we could drill choreo, we could drill performance on the poems that we have and write nothing else. We could do that. Or we could write the poems that we haven't written yet that we desperately need to write. Do you want to work on writing into vulnerability? Or do you want to win slams? Slam, to me, sort of outlived its usefulness. The goal was to get people excited about hearing poems and excited about literacy and to think about poetry in a new way. And now it has created a sound, and people really are loyal to that sound, are loyal to what a slam poem looks like or feels like or does. And they all sound the same, and they all have the cadence, and they talk about the same subject matter, and they're pitching the same message. I want our team to move people, and I feel like you do that by being courageous and vulnerable and telling a truth that's scary. That's what I'm looking for. Today, I want to get to a new thing. Write something that we've never written before about a thing that we always write about.
Okay, fighting. This is the first fight I've ever been in. I don't want to punch him, but I don't want to miss. So I just grab him by the head and pull him down and wait. Everything is happening so fast, but I am just waiting to be pulled apart. And what's the story behind that? The story behind that is I wasn't going to leave the 7th grade without fighting Jordan. Hiding out by the school staircase. Never been good at a joke or pushing back or being slapped without crying. Yeah.
Good. Why do you feel like you didn't do that right?
I don't know. The story behind it is like just this recurring thing. The story behind it is just being bullied, and I just don't know. Like, I don't know what the genesis for being bullied is.
That is such a good place from which a poem can be born. Like, to think of a young Mega hiding this kid that his only defense is big words. And I think behind that is a kid that never learned how to fight. You know what I mean? And behind that is the question of whether or not a kid should learn how to fight.
I try to do that, but I actually don't know the story behind the story. One of the stories I wrote. Like, yeah, I don't know why.
You think you got to the end?
No, I'm positive I didn't. I just don't know why we're in this particular situation.
Again, once you get to the place of I don't know, that's what we want to shut down. We want to be like, I don't know the origin, I just don't know. And I'm asking you to find a story behind that. And I think that I am equally resistant to doing that. Like, I want to stay in my, okay, I'll read you mine. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I'm 12, okay? I don't know shit about shit except I can sing all the words to Tina Turner's Private Dancer without blinking, ad-libs and all. I don't know that this song is about sex, about promiscuity, about sluts and whores and exchanging good love for money. Tina Turner has legs worth $100,000 and I don't know anything other than a salt and pepper cassette tape. And the story behind that is a girl who always wanted sex. And wanted so much sex, she snuck into the walk-in closet in the summertime and unzipped her shorts and took to herself with a red wooden block toy and rammed it and rolled it around and smelled it even, all while her brother was at football camp. And I don't know why I'm saying her, as if the girl weren't me, as if I weren't the little pervert playing with herself and sweating through her shirt. And the story behind that is the story of a lonely kid who could have asked if she had friends what to do with this rod-like thing, where to put it, how to shove it. And behind that is a girl in college sitting in front of a mirror picking at her skin and hoping to bleed. It's also shame, you know, and plenty doubt, and plenty 19-year-old nights too high off bartered blunts for blowjobs in a 19-floor apartment with windows too small for me to crawl out of. I'm sure there's a suicide behind there somewhere. It's not mine, though. It's my drunk uncle's, who, though he wasn't planning to die, slipped his slender, gay self behind the wheel of that car, faded as an old flag flying clean under the back of a semi-truck. Dismembered is what he was.
So broken is what he was that my grandmother couldn't look at the face of her dead and youngest son. I think this uncle would have showed me how to lipstick and file my nails and flirt in a way my mother never wanted me to. Oh man, all the stories of my mother behind that. My ladylike mother getting shoved, getting smoked, getting fat and thin and fat again and perms. Oh my mother, my ragged mother wearing fleece, wearing worn out sneakers, wearing her wishes on her sleeve and never getting shit. And the only thing behind that is desire, true desire, for a house, for a windfall, for a secret fortune, for a quick fix, for a backyard, for smooth hair, for a fence around my withered heart, for a life which I can own, for a freedom next to death all the time. Somewhere in here, there is a poem about sex and self-love and family and desire. Because I didn't just say, there's nothing behind that. I know that as soon as I got to, there's a suicide there somewhere. It's not mine though, it's my drunk uncle's. I was like, ooh, I wanna stop. I wanted to. I was like, this is the end. Except then, oh man, behind that, my mother. Oh shit, now I gotta talk about my mother. The living experience is an archive, and we can access it depending on how courageous we are.
That's the kind of work that I want to do. That's the kind of discomfort that I want to have. Like, I feel like I'm on the verge of something in my writing, and like I have to continue to just like push. I'm gonna find new things about myself that I didn't discover before.
The thing with Lauren is like, she has all the opinions. So like, we're gonna show her a piece and we think this shit finished. She's like, I don't know about this. And then I know I'm gonna be annoyed. I'm not here for that. Like, I'm extremely competitive. I wanna win all the time. And there's nothing I can't take that away from myself.
I don't know. Some days I'm like, maybe poems don't need scores. You know?
This team, we made a decision to like write poems together. That takes a lot of time. We want to write honest poems. So that also takes time. If we want to win, we have to cut that out. We have to write shit that we know works in slam.
Who has poems that they're still working on that they probably want to bring to nationals? Everybody.
This is it. This is the moment. If the poems don't get written, then they won't come with us.
Okay, so this is tentatively titled Octoniggas. People say I'm overly dramatic. Say, chill, calm down. It's not that serious. Simmer your volume. When an octopus gets too stressed out, it eats itself. If you want to know about dramatic, meet the tentacle creature with itself all up inside of itself. When you see me with my literal foot in my actual mouth, you can call out dramatic. When my real life kneecaps are lodged between the gap in my teeth, say that's a lot. But when I am just out here having a normal motherfucking breakdown, or I want to scream, laugh instead of I'm just being a normal motherfucker.
Good.
That should definitely come to nationals. Oh. You should put in the work on that.
I think this poem needs one more draft, honestly. The cleverness is carrying it very far, but the poem can have feeling. Tell me where the poem comes from. Like, tell me, how did we get here?
I'm constantly being called, like, overly dramatic or loud or...
Is it true?
Is it true that I'm overly dramatic?
Yeah.
I deal with anxiety and different things that make me, everything is so like heightened for me.
The poem starts when an octopus gets too stressed out, it eats itself. You know what I mean? Like, that's the beginning. That's where you're trying to get to. But before you tell us that, you have to tell us something about yourself.
Really what we need is a specific and vulnerable moment to start this poem. I promise you, you'll get there if you just tell the truth of it.
You wrote poems in the last 2 days?
I didn't.
The movie The Purge comes out on Friday. We should go as a family. You guys want to go?
That's tomorrow.
Uh-huh.
I want to look at a trailer.
Yo, we have to go see it. But I don't know if I can see it at night because...
This is your emergency broadcast system announcing the commencement of the annual purge. Thank you for your participation.
This is not a test. This is your emergency broadcast system announcing the commencement of the first annual Fuckboy Purge. Commencing at the siren, any and all clapbacks upon fuckboys, including murder, will be legal for 12 continuous hours. Blessed be our new founding mothers and America, a nation reborn. May God be with you all. Come out wherever you are.
You ready?
Yeah.
Let's do one more check.
Pepper spray?
Check.
Knife?
Check.
AK-47?
Check.
Okay, and I bait?
Wave brush.
Check.
Protein shake.
Check.
John Mayer album.
Check.
Let's catch us a fuckboy.
Here comes your worst motherfucking nightmare.
Here comes me carving no into every bone in your body. He who laughs loudest laughs last. And you ain't saying shit now, nigga.
That's rough.
Is that done?
No.
And so where's the poem? I don't think there's enough here for me to tell you how to help you. It looks like an idea and not quite a poem yet.
Just pick one person to focus on. All these boys gotta go because this is what one boy did to me.
If the desire is to be able to clap back, then I want to know who and for why.
I was thinking about I was in DC for this conference, and I was talking to this guy that I met there, and we were just having a really great conversation, and I invited him to my hotel room just to continue talking. And I get like the implications of what it means to invite someone to your hotel room, but like for me, I didn't think of that really because I just thought like we're having such great conversation. Anyway, he came up and he's like he just started like being really forceful. I didn't know how to respond. And when I finally did respond, he was just like, after him doing a lot of shit, he was just like, you could have just said something. Maybe I wasn't speaking, but like my whole body was just done. Like I wasn't responding. Like even when he was kissing me, I wasn't responding. I don't know, and it was also fucked up because I started feeling really guilty. You know, like I brought you here and like I'm not giving you sex. I just felt like horrible and guilty, and then like laying on his chest, I also felt like terrified and didn't know what to do. So when I think about Boy Purge, I think about that moment and just like
Use it. You know what I mean? Like, I hate that happened to you, but the question is, if you could get back at him in any way, how do you get back at him? And the sooner you leave the jokes, the closer you get to writing the poem that's transformative.
I wasn't anticipating all this when we had the idea. Like, I just thought, like, Purge movie, we put boy in front of it, it's funny, and we can, like, figure it out. I wasn't expecting to have to write all that shit.
It's hard for me to not see the poem underneath this and not ask you for it.
It's just too much.
How you feel? Tired? You gonna go to the beach tomorrow?
Yeah,
I have sunscreen if you want some.
I'm good.
I gotta leave in a bit.
All right, go ahead.
This is my little goal list of the year. All right, this is my 2016 goals. Some of them are like, really? Broadway? Others are like, oh, okay, 10 pounds, right? And they're all I wills. Somebody told me to write I will, not a dream. I used to like chant all of the things on this. Things are moving. I have been going out for some roles. Sometimes it could be discouraging. You have to look at yourself in the eye and like come to terms with the way that you look, the way that you move, and just being comfortable in that moment. I'm really interested in doing a lot more TV. That's where my heart is right now. Really anything, it feels like. Whenever I go out for things, it would be like, okay, well, you're too big, or too black, or too tall, or too something that I can't change. Yeah. The characters that I go out for are always one-dimensional. They're very, quote-unquote, ghetto. And I'm like, okay, I don't think this is what I want to be represented as.
Oh no, I think you need to say yes.
No, yes.
It is a business.
Yeah.
And if it's written such a way, you know, you have to respect the way it's written.
Yeah.
You can pass, but I always recommend that you build up your reel.
Right.
Because there's so much competition and it's a numbers game, right?
Yeah.
You just have to do the work as best as you can. You can't analyze it too much. And there's so much competition, unfortunately.
It's tiring some days. Some days it's really exhausting.
Going down.
So I'm on the stall train weeping, right? Because I realized breakfast at McDonald's is over in 12 minutes and I won't make it in time to get the 2 for $5 McGriddle combo. Just then my friend calls me and of course I answer and I'm like, girl, I don't know what I'm gonna do. McDonald's is gonna shut down in 9 minutes. This feels like violence to me. This just got added to my long list of oppressions. And she's like, why do you always get like this? You're the most dramatic person I know. When an octopus gets too stressed out, it eats itself. If you want to know about overly dramatic, meet the tentacled creature with itself inside of itself. When you see me with my literal foot in my actual mouth, you could call out dramatic. When my real life kneecaps are lodged between the gaps in my teeth, you could say, ooh, that's a lie. But when I'm just out here having a normal motherfucking breakdown with my hair severed and sprinkled around the bathroom sink like little brown pieces of confetti, just being regular, okay? And it's not overly dramatic, it's just fucking Tuesday. And I swore I bought an unlimited Metro card on Monday, but I keep swiping and the little green letters keep reading, insufficient funds, bitch, insufficient funds, bitch. And I'm not entirely sure it says bitch, but I know the MTA's intention. The last man I let get close to me sat me in his barber chair, reclined the seat back slow into his lap, shake me up, then bent me out of shape. Octopuses have 3 hearts. Some random sick nigga comes along and breaks one, and homegirl got 2 on deck. Dos corazones, 2 separate heartbeats chilling, waiting to get tagged in. But this one, my only one, explodes into a bloody scene where there are no survivors and everyone expects me to be a polite tea party and ignore all of my anxiety. But I say, fuck that. I say, don't come for me unless you got a mid-footer with you. I say there are bigger catastrophes in the world that need policing, like the school to prison pipeline, or war, or bad fucking eyebrows, or those octopuses. Octopi? Octopuses? Those octa niggas who get away with the shit that I cannot. So today, I am just a grown-ass woman who's hopping the turnstile.
Woo! That's what I'm talking about. Man, that's a good one.
It is an ace in the pocket, my biatch.
Nationals is close as you know? We need to be writing the out of these poems.
I'm over it. Like, the shit Lauren is doing, slowing us down, to be real. Like, come on. She's doing a lot of shit that's, like, kind of sabotaging us. Like, honestly, no. No more.
I don't know. I guess I do believe that, like, if you write true work and you find the poems under the poems and you use all of these things,
we, the judge, the jury, the jail, the government bestows upon us the license to kill, and I ain't about to let my country down. Tonight, there's no consequence to protection or revenge. The poem is missing one thing.
Yeah.
That's a linchpin. I want to hear something about the blood, seeking the blood from you.
That sounds, like, really great and, like, inspirational and probably like a great moment to have, but like, I don't know, I feel like I'm supposed to be like having some moment where I'm like pushing through and like super strong, but I'm not, and it's been with me.
What's happening here is that you guys are talking about purging yourself, and yet I don't know how to tell you to move forward with a poem that you guys know is missing something. And when you're asking me what's missing, I'm like, oh, well, the thing that I come to the page for, the thing that I come to the poem for.
Like, I want to write the poem, I've been trying, but like, I'm trying my best, and like, I can't.
I honestly don't know what to do. I can't have the poem in front of me. I can't have half of it.
I don't know what to do with that, right? Like, y'all weren't in that fucking room when that shit happened. Like, I can't, you know? Like, you're not with me when I'm with my boyfriend and we're trying to have sex and I can't fucking react, you know? Like, and I'm scared, 'cause I'm not sure if, like, something's happening to me or not, you know? Like, y'all not there, so I can't pretend like it's okay, or like, I could just say this shit and it's be like, oh, you taking the narrative back, whatever the f that is. I can't do that, you know? Like, I can't pretend. I can't pretend. That's it.
Can you please don't walk away from us right now?
I just didn't want to feel none of this. I'm sorry. It's been too much. Too fucking much. Every fucking day. Oh my God. Every fucking day I end up crying. Every fucking day. Every fucking day, y'all. Every fucking day.
I think we gotta call it. It's hard for me to know, I think, how hard to push. And that's not, I should be careful with that. Maybe it's not the right way. Let's start with Mega. What do we have?
Eight things that are true about my eyes. 1, In the 2nd grade, Shaquanda started sliding her hand into my pants. So I took a knife and stabbed holes into my favorite black belt. I don't know if I was trying to make it harder for her to invade me, or if I just wanted to play a part in my own trauma. When the tightening of belts did nothing but bruise my waist, I learned a different trick. I started to press against my eyes with my forefingers. With such aggression, it reshaped my corneas. In a normal eye, they are perfectly curved hills. Mine looked like teardrops that never got a chance to fall. 2. When my brother's girlfriend, Alexandria, died in a car accident, her name became the password to our old computer. You should have seen me stabbing the keyboard as if I could type the post back enter. Don't look at me like I am a madman or I'm foolish. All I have done here is alter the way I saw my suffering. I bent my life into the easiest needle I could make of it because I would rather be a blind man than an honest one. Three, for years I abused my eyes, the blooming colors like vertigo. It helped me mistake my parents' divorce for hand-holding. I needed to become dizzy towards it. I needed the car my father left in to look like a boomerang so it could teach me how to long for things that promise to return. 4, my eyes are the hinges to this stupid door of a mouth. 5, when my father would hit me, I would go in the bathroom and see the shadow of his palm stitched to my face. 5B, I don't know if I turned my father into a weapon or if I was raised by a weapon. My eyes try to bend into a father. 6, ain't it funny how if you do too much with your eyes, even a simple word like touch becomes unpronounceable. 7, when I first started wearing glasses, the doctors told me to keep wearing them or I would go blind. I used to think that was worth it if I didn't have to see people hit me again. 8, I avoid my father's hands like Shaquanda's, fearful of the strike, how he would probably slap my vision straight if he heard this. I want to tell him that I learned from him that most days my heart is the hardest thing to see. That each morning I wake up hoping that this guilt will scab into new skin.
What we just saw and what we were just a part of, that's what I think we should be wanting from this process. We all wrote these poems for a reason, and they're bringing out emotion and connection, and that's the point.
Poems haven't moved through me like this in a very long time, and I'm just trying to harness it. I want to continue to push.
Y'all want to go deeper with your art, so we want to help you to go deeper. But also, y'all want to win, so I want to win.
We have precious little time.
Once we get to nationals, things happen quick, and it's important that we feel like a finely tuned unit.
We want to go into the next 2 weeks working performance, memorization.
There are things that we kept questioning, but now we're just gonna let go and just give in to the process.
The work will pay off.
Time is of the essence. We have 2 weeks. When an octopus gets too stressed out, it eats itself.
I don't expect this to be easy. Putting those poems into your body, that process is hard. I'd be a liar if I said I wasn't nervous.
16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
So, a white friend invites me to this party.
Right.
1865 to RSVP.
To get your poems as polished as they need to be on the stage, you need performing mechanics.
You need to be like this.
Oh.
You need to be exercising value, like how loud you are, how soft you are, choreography, how your body moves.
They could kind of feel black. They all had on Black Lives Matter shirts cut into crop tops.
You have to just commit to it.
I make my way to the attic where no one could see me.
No one can see me, but
This black kid, he tells me, there's a hashtag on your back.
Yes. That felt good, didn't it?
That felt really good. That was good.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
All right, let's call it.
Growing outrage after a deadly police shooting. The images now seen by millions across this country.
Hey, bro! You move, I swear to God! Get on the ground! Shot fire, shot fire!
This is a man who's simply trying to earn a living. A man with children who depended upon their daddy on a daily basis. My son is 15 years old. As a parent, one of the greatest fears is to see your child hurt and knowing there's nothing you can do about it.
We have an exercise just to like center us together. And the prompt we had is, what are you bringing with you into the room?
I woke up at 9 a.m., didn't leave my bed until 11:50. I want to stay here, as slow as my body can imagine. Congratulations, Tim. You are fed and warm, and nothing you know has died yet. Congratulations for that.
We got pulled over on Larpener. He was trying to get out his ID and his wallet out his pocket.
Don't pull it out. Don't pull it out.
And the officer just shot him in his arm. We're waiting for him back. I will, sir. No worries. I will. Please don't tell me this, Lord. Please, Jesus, don't tell me that he's gone. Please don't tell me that he's gone. Please don't tell me my boyfriend just went like that.
I mean, I don't understand. What do they want us to do? They've been murdering and executing black people, and specifically young or old, turns out, black men since the founding of this country. Like, no shift in any direction has stopped that trend. None. I don't know what to do. Do I go to the protest? Do I sit with my family? Do I watch the video? Do I not watch the, you know what I mean? Do I?
I don't know, like, you don't get to live again, like, as black people. That's it. That's all we get. I don't know how to love this black that has left me in pieces. Maybe I'm not to celebrate it, but to survive it. I cannot die in the streets tonight. Not while there is someone waiting patiently at home to love me. I can't promise you that I will survive this execution, but I will not spill to the ground. I will fly, ripping into funeral confetti, burning like fireworks across the sky. Last night, I went to this party, and here I am in this room with all these black people, and it is our music, our celebration. There's so much beauty and so much joy and so much to live for, but also the double consciousness of understanding that outside of these walls, there is a world that is trying to choke that life out of us. And I can die in circumstances that I've already played out in my head over and over and over.
I can't imagine it's a quiet thing. All that dying, all that pain and moaning and suffering and bleeding out and bleeding through. How long do you hold on to a dying thing before you are also dying or dead yourself? How deep can you be dragged? I only have what I do. I only have that. It's what makes me feel like a whole human being at the end of the day. That good healing work, that's what I want them to have. So, we have a plan for today. Something really heavy in the world just happened. We could talk about that and figure out whether or not we want to write into that something that we could bring to nationals. We're gonna do something. We're gonna comment on what's happening in this specific moment. We're gonna save each other's lives a little bit.
You gotta leave at 3.
Yeah. We got like 40 minutes to figure out what we're writing together.
I feel like right now it's all about like, what is there to talk about?
I don't know, the whole world's on fire.
It could be a fun poem. It doesn't necessarily have to be like about Black death. It could be about like Black joy, Black hair, Black grooming, Black food.
All right, let's start putting things down.
I always wanted to do a poem about Moesha. Like, that's my shit, right?
Like, Black people will get that.
Right, you'll get it.
But when you're Black, you have to question whether or not the things that matter to you matter to everyone else, and that's in everything. The entire Black experience seems to be this cult thing.
I hate, like, I know who, like, Zach Galifianakis is, right? And I'm forced to know that. But then if I'm, like, Countess Vaughn, people are like, who is that?
Word.
Bruh!
Yeah, think about if we just had full range to, like, write everything we want and know it's gonna be accepted, and, like, the different metaphors that we're, like, missing out on.
I will talk about Taina from the beginning to the end.
Yes, Taina.
Cousin
But I feel like that's a whole...
Redman's MTV Cribs. When the dark-skinned women that we love get replaced by a light-skinned person, because it wasn't just Aunt Viv. I remember like growing up for a very long time, every time I would have like fantasies of me looking cool, it was like a white version of me. And the first time I like knew that I had permission to just be cool was like that Disney show. Do you remember the famous Jet Jackson?
Yeah.
Where it's like,
Yeah.
Did he commit suicide? Yeah. He did.
When I try to write poems about the things closest to my heart, I'm always left sifting through white noise.
We have a graveyard of poems that never made it to the stage.
Because we refuse to give them the proper whitewashing.
We will not write the black experience with white references.
We will not replace Living Single with Seinfeld.
We will not say Sex in the City when we mean girlfriend.
I'm tired of everything that matters to me being chucked up to a black thing.
When I heard Lee Thompson Young, star of the famous Jet Jackson, killed himself, I cried a small child out of me.
I wanted to write him a poem.
But how do I write about an invisible thing becoming more invisible?
Especially when it erased itself.
You do not know my martyrs or the crosses they've carried for me.
But what does it matter? Because what are black words
without white page, without white remorse,
without white applause?
How you feeling?
I'm having trouble like jumping into the poem because like I feel like I'm not having fun. I feel like it's not black.
It feels sad, and I don't know.
What if you just took out the parts where you're talking to white people? There's just a lot of like Seinfeld and Sex and the City and Full House.
Initially for the poem, I wanted white people to feel left out because I feel left out. That's what I wanted. I wanted white people to feel left out, and I wanted to have a good-ass time in my blackness and picking these black references up.
What you're saying about the poem right now is that it's sad. The potential for the joy is not coming through, and I don't think you guys are having much fun. The poem feels resigned.
Yes.
You're like, all right, well, because what are our words without your white page, without your white applause? And I'm like, what? They're everything.
Yeah.
End of the poem has to be like, Google that, bitch.
Yeah.
Google it. Go learn.
I would stand in that poem a lot more confidently because like, and I don't know, I don't know. The summer has been too rough for me to lose in a poem.
I know, and so we're saying this is the moment to decide whether or not the work necessary for this poem is going to get done. The goal is to get people to go home and Google some shit. What's the most obscure black thing that you know?
We wanted to write poems like
The Boondocks Respond to Reparations.
Or 10 Things I'd Like to Say to the Light Skin and Viv.
Or
Make Raven Baxter again.
Ooh, y'all, this is exciting. I feel good.
Being black Americans, we're constantly being interrogated by some invisible force that tells us that our story's not enough, it's not valid, it doesn't fit.
What you know about poems like
Ode to Redman's MTV Cribs episode.
Or Clueless, the real Stacey Dash story.
We have a graveyard of poems that never made it to the stage.
What's up with that line? We have a graveyard of poems that never made it to the stage. It's not even we got.
Like, we have? We don't have that.
There is a way for white people to fit into our story. Google Black is handing you the problem and the solution.
If someone says Candyman 3 times and you see bees,
Google it. If I say Devo come in and you don't tuck in your chain, Google it.
If we're running and I yell, Ricky!
Google it.
The poem is not just about us four people, you know? By the time the poem's over, I kind of want every black person in the room to be standing up like, word.
we say no more.
No more editing blackness out of our own art. No more spoon-feeding our oppressor.
Google Black is a cool, really empowering, super fun place to live.
No more poems going gently into the blues.
Even if only for 3 minutes.
When I heard Lee Thompson Young, star of the famous Jet Jackson, killed himself,
I cried a small child out of me.
I wanted to write him a poem.
But how do I write about an invisible thing becoming more invisible?
Especially when it erased itself.
Now bring all passengers for flight 646 to Atlanta.
A little rough. We'll get there.
Yeah.
We know why we're here.
This is the voucher?
This is the time where you gotta fight. With this competition, you could get eliminated first round.
You are not allowed to repeat a poem until you make finals.
There are 72 teams. You have to win every single bout. That's not easy.
You need to win in order to tell 4 more stories. Yeah, I want to win, because we got like all these stories that you might not hear, and you gotta hear them.
So we're gonna do party, octo.
Just play to win, no doubt.
Great.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Heard you calling yourself Afro-Latino now. What? You can't really be black if you speak Spanish, man.
Now that we've built a whole set of poems that we feel we can stand by.
Let's face it, poor black people speaking a language you don't understand is always a cause for emergency.
We are going to try to get them to final stage.
Google it.
Yes.
Because then they'll have an audience of 2,000 people.
Google Black. I want that on final stage.
I really do feel that way. It feels like a final poem to me.
If we really want to get to finals, we need to drop a hammer tonight because we're gonna have to win this bout. So I think of tonight as the most important bout that we have. It could be the only bout.
Oh my God.
Trust each other, take it round by round, poem by poem. It's gonna be great.
They watch me to see what type of nigga I'll be, for good or bad, i.e. delusional or mad, furious, fed up, who am I?
Hoodies, cigarettes, Skittles, CDs, every hood gotta have a bootleg man, baby. Good boys have a back on block yesterday.
Suspect in a gun spotted outside the criminal school,
man. Hold my baby, not bullets, never pull it. I'm just trying to make money, not robbers. Who am I? Stunt double for the devil. Take one say I'm 4 generations away from nothing. I'm out talking to crack this boy from boat. I aim to beat the shit bones. I aim to win in the sales. I hurl myself against the sky. Who am I?
Where am I? At the funeral for my hope. At work, bringing food to my killer's table. Wishing one of you motherfuckers would try me. Who am I?
My black sheep? A predicate scapegoat? No. I am a father, husband, lover, brother, artist. My spirit even no bullets can catch. I am a man.
You need a blue piece. We're gonna need purge. Y'all are gonna do purge. Last one.
I know the devil. He doesn't have a horny ass badge. He doesn't have a pitchfork. He has a gun. They tell me to pray, and I want to say in whose name.
That poem though.
Name, but we pray anyway, and we still find space to forgive, and we forgive, and we forgive, and we forgive.
We have to stick with what we practice.
We didn't practice that.
Purge? We got this. But I want you to take a moment.
Woo! Sorry.
You gotta take it out. Take it out. Take it out.
I can't.
You can. Think about right here, this moment. Lend yourself to just that. I really need you to be here for me, for this poem.
Bowery, will you set it up? This is not a test. This is your emergency broadcast system announcing the commencement of the first annual Fuckboy Purge, sponsored by the U.S. government. Commencing at the siren, any and all clapbacks upon fuckboys, including murder, will be legal for 12 continuous hours. May God be with you all. Right?
Word.
Let's do one more check.
Okay, pepper spray.
Check.
Knife.
Check.
AK-47.
Check.
Yeah.
Let's catch us a fuckboy. Ooh, look at this one I just caught. My ex Robert, or should I say rob you of 7 loyal months of your life and leave you for a chick with halitosis and an infant vocabulary?
What you want to do?
Just put him in the van with the rest of them, you know.
Okay, but the van getting kind of full and Chris Brown won't bend his legs to make room for anybody.
Oh, there's room. Just tell Justin Timberlake stop trying to walk in the
the back seat.
You know he don't listen to black people.
Well, you better tonight. We about to raise the terror alert to lay up in this bitch. We the judge, the jury, the jail, the government bestows upon us the license to kill.
I ain't about to let my country down.
I seek the blood of the one who said no one will believe you when I'm done. Tonight there is no consequence to protection or revenge.
He told me. If I just wanted to talk, I could have stayed downstairs. What else do you do when there's a bed in the room? I said can't. He said
try.
Said.
Don't waste my time.
And I had the words to say otherwise, but now
I have bullet, have blade, have permission. Boy, did you not think we'll come for you? Think we'll just play victim? Think we'll be another frail body hiding beneath the bed? Here comes your worst motherfucking nightmare. Here comes me carving no into every bone in your body. He who laughs loudest laughs last, and you ain't saying shit now, nigga.
I feel your breath each time I lay with my boyfriend. Each time I convince myself my body is my own. And he's a bats, nails, fight chain, billy club, zip tie, taser, tear gas, gun, unload the van. Give me him. That one. Come on. Hands up. Don't move. I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll.
Yeah, first place. Bowery Poetry Slam.
Like her was just. Like my favorite son, man.
Please don't tell me this, Lord. Please, Jesus, don't tell me that he's gone. Please don't tell me that he's gone. Please, officer, don't tell me that you just did this to him.
I'm just so excited to see you guys on stage tonight. I'm so excited for semifinals. This is the time where all the work that we've done just carries us.
I just feel like we're so ready to shine super bright. So I'm so excited for y'all.
I avoid my father's hands like Shaquanda's, fearful of the strike. How he would probably slap my vision straight if he heard this. Yes! I want to tell him that I learned from him. That most days my heart is the hardest thing to see. That each morning I wake up hoping that this guilt will scab into a new skin.
Let me see your scores. 8.6, a 9.0, a 9.0, a 9.4, and a 9.6. Y'all, we are at the halfway. We have 2 more rotations to go in our slam. Go back. San Diego, who are you sending?
Peace.
Group Peace. Show your love.
Being a man is a lot like being a part of an underground fight club. Rule number 1 is that you don't talk about it.
Rule number 2 is you only break down in places where people can't see you. Because the law of masculinity says, don't crumble, don't crack, don't shudder. You're not soft, you're not gentle, you're not fragile, you're a man. Well, I say, fuck that. My brothers, I love you. You can cry on my shoulder, you can trust me with your secrets, you can disregard all the stupid shit we've been taught about masculinity. It's not pretending like we don't have emotions.
I have an 8.3, 8.8, 9.0. Bowery Poetry. Who are you sending?
Joel Francois!
Give it up for Joel coming to the mic.
The classic nightmare. A little boy in bed watching the bare shadows of trees stretching towards his window. Bending into monsters, reaching in to strangle the life from him, but I'm haunted by different spirits, ghosts of black boys who never made it home, and I could see them nights when I'm out with my friends with my hands up, taking shots. I see them celebrating with me with their hands up, taking shots. Don't you hear them? How the sirens sound like Emmett Till screams, and maybe that's why we all look alike. Maybe when cops see us, they see his face instead. That's why we all fit the profile. That's why we all fit the profile. Cause when they see our...
Let yourself be hurt, boy.
Stay on the mic.
That's why we all fit the profile. They don't see our faces for what they are. They say, why can't you niggas get over that Trayvon shit? I say, I just want these black ghosts to go away. It's like I tell my brothers, wait, don't die yet. I'm still saving for a suit. I don't want to be underdressed at your funeral. Wait, when is it? Did you pick a date? Did you book the chapel? Can you hear the bells ringing? Can you make them stop?
From low to high,
I'm so
I have
sorry.
a 6.9. I
So
have
sorry.
a 7.9.
I'm sorry.
An 8.3. I have an 8.3. Next, group peace.
Farewell for our presidents.
Barack Hussein Obama. Mr. President, too tough to bust from pressure. Still soul in your voice, still silk and swag in your speeches. You split the differences we drowned in. Thank you, Mr. President. Because of you, we have this feeling of being understood.
Me, son of Chicago.
Me, father of God. Me, child of father scarcely known as black. Like you, Mr. President.
Thank you for loving hip-hop.
For giving poets a mic in the White House. For showing us how to raise our children, how to love strong women, how to make time for the important things, no matter how powerful you are. Thank you, Mr. President. Because of you, we can take it from here.
We don't have much time, so I need you to hit me quick. Lost.
I have a 9.5, a 9.8,
I want you to know how much we love you.
which means we only have one more rotation.
We have one more poem. Take a deep breath. Like, literally take a deep breath, and please come back in, like, ready to do Google Black.
Yeah.
That thing that I heard yesterday, don't be nice, be necessary.
Yeah.
That's this poem.
Yes.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's
have fun.
Yeah.
Right?
We're gonna do this shit.
Yeah.
It's gonna be cute.
Bowery, who are you sending?
Groupies.
Groupies.
Wait, before we start the poem.
Fuck son.
Nah. When we started writing this, all three of y'all was trying to LaToya me, and I ain't with the shit.
Can we just do the damn poem? My time started already. Come on.
Can we just bring back the dark-skinned Ashley August?
What the hell?
I'm Viv and a face-ass nigga.
Guys, I'm missing work for this.
Tommy, you ain't got no job, man!
Get it? Of course they don't get it.
Duh.
We should have known better than to bring up subgenres and mixed company.
I say Gabrielle Union in a room full of white actors. They go.
Who?
One says.
Oh, she was great and precious.
That was Gabrielle Sidibe.
My heart is Nikki Parker.
Series finale.
Standing at the altar trying to decide between Professor Ogilvy and Google It.
Because there's nothing universal about a black woman from a black show
Healing black people.
Because let's face it.
Whether it be on a stage,
on the stoop,
in a car.
For black people speaking a language you don't understand is always a cause for emergency. But here's a real emergency.
If somebody says Candyman 3 times and you see bees,
Google it.
If I say Debo coming and you don't tuck in your chain,
Google it. If we're running and I yell, Ricky! Google it.
What they know about hoes like
an ode to Redman's MTV Cribs episode.
Or Clueless, the real Stacey Dash story.
Or Salon speaks from the elevator.
Man, fuck that. Niggas got mad poems. But God forbid they can't relate.
Because then it just gets chalked up to a black thing.
Because if I say
Maxine,
Sinclair,
Regina,
Khadijah,
I must be evoking the dead.
I must be hashtag saying her name. When I heard Lee Thompson Young, star of the famous Jet Jackson, killed himself,
I cried a small child out of me.
I wanted to write him a poem.
But how do I write a poem about an invisible thing becoming more invisible?
Especially when it erased itself.
So we say no more.
No more editing blackness out of our own art. No more spoon-feeding the oppressor.
No more poems going gently into the bleach.
Winner of this bout tonight, San Diego Poetry Slam. Second place, Slam New Orleans. Third place, Bowery Poetry Slam.
Guys, honestly, I feel good. Like, I feel like we did our work. This is how the game goes. I feel really proud of you. Every one of you broke through this summer, and I hope that you remember that.
Like, honestly, the slam, all this shit, like, I shared real life stuff with y'all, you know? To do this whole thing and, like, me had to confront really hard shit. Just so thankful. I just feel so fucking thankful for, like, yeah, I just feel so fucking thankful for all of y'all.
This is what we've been doing all summer. We've been reaching for all summer. Toward each other. That's it.
I love y'all.